Hi, and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I wanted to do a video a couple days ago, but I was so sick that my voice was so hoarse you wouldn't have been able to understand a word I said. So hopefully today it'll work better. I still have some hoarseness and my ears are kind of stopped up, so I can't tell if I really sound funny or if I just think I do because my ears are clogged. What I wanted to talk about was some natural remedies I use to treat respiratory things like cold and flu. I actually got a flu shot this year, and yet when I went to the doctor a few days ago, I was informed I have the flu. I didn't think it was the flu because I wasn't running a high fever, and my doctor said she thought that was because I got the flu shot, that it was lessening the severity and hopefully the duration of my illness. So I am feeling a little better, but man, I was miserable for a few days. One of the things I really love doing out here in Nebraska is foraging for medicinal plants in the summer and fall. And I'm going to tell you about some of the remedies that I use and some of the herbal medicines that I make. Here's my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I'm telling you what I do. I'm not telling you what you should do. Natural remedies can have side effects. They can interact with other medications. If you have any questions about whether a particular remedy is right for you or safe for you, talk to your doctor or your pharmacist. I also want to be clear that I'm not opposed to using actual Western medicine. I went to the doctor the other day because I was feeling miserable. I will use natural remedies sometimes, and if I feel like I need medical attention, I get medical attention. And I can use Western medicine, I can take antibiotics or whatever, and still use natural remedies to help treat my symptoms. So one natural remedy that I've used for years and years is echinacea. It's also called coneflower, and it's a beautiful purple flower, and it grows wild out here in Nebraska and in many places. And some people plant it too, like it's a decorative flower. And if I can figure out how to edit this to insert a picture of it, I'll do that for you. When I moved here and I learned that this was echinacea growing wild, I was delighted. I'd always bought it in capsule form, which you can get these days at like any grocery store or drugstore. It's with the vitamins and other supplements. But this year I picked a bunch myself, just wild, growing in a field, and I hung it in bunches upside down in my bedroom closet to dry. And then I made a tincture out of it. To make a tincture, you put plant material in a jar, you pour alcohol on top of it, usually vodka, that's what I used. It can be cheap vodka because you're not drinking it for the taste or anything. And then you put it in a dark place and shake it up every couple days and leave it for 4 to 6 weeks. Basically, it's like when you make vanilla extract, you're getting a really strong extract of the plant in the alcohol. So then when you're done, you strain it, you strain out all the solid bits, and what's left is this tincture. It's the medicine. Now, if you're worried about, having a lot of booze when you take your medicine, you probably don't need to worry about that because you're only taking a few drops. I might use 10 drops at a time. And 10 drops of vodka isn't a lot. You can put it directly under your tongue, or you can add it to a glass of water. You can also put it in a cup of very hot tea, and then it burns off the alcohol. And I usually do that anyway because it disguises the taste of it. So I've been using coneflower. A lot of people use it as an antibiotic, an antiviral. It's kind of a germ killer, or that's what it's supposed to be. And I put the tincture in these little bottles. I get them on Amazon. They hold like 2 ounces. They have droppers. They're pretty nice. I make little labels and just stick them on with Scotch tape. And so I've been using coneflower. The other plant tincture I've been using is plantain. And that's not the green banana looking things. It's a leafy green that grows throughout much of the United States. And it's sort of like a natural Advil. It's supposed to have pain-killing properties and anti-inflammatory properties. I made a tincture of that, and I've been taking that for like this sinus pressure and pain I have up here and up here. And then the other thing I do is for my ears. I get earaches a lot when I get sick. I'm like the only adult I know that gets ear infections regularly. I didn't get them as a kid. I do as an adult. I don't know why. So I infuse olive oil with mullein flower. Mullein flower is this gorgeous yellow flower. It grows on these big stalks. And again, if I can figure out how to edit this, I'll show you a picture. I never saw them before until I moved to Nebraska. And I was just like, what is this gorgeous flower? And then I learned what it is, and it has all these medicinal properties. So I dry the flowers in my dehydrator, and then I put them in a jar and pour olive oil on it, set it in a dark place for 4 to 6 weeks, then strain it. This year I also added garlic because garlic's supposed to have germ-killing properties. A few drops in my ears make my ears feel so much better. I don't know if it helps get rid of the infection or not. It might, but it makes my ears feel better, so that's the important thing. If you're interested in making your own herbal medicines and in foraging for medicinal plants, I encourage you to research Research what grows in your area and make sure you check out if it's safe for you or not. Because what works for one person or what's safe and appropriate for one person may not be right for you. Hi, kitty, kitty. She wants attention. Please share what herbal remedies you use for things like the flu or colds down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you can get more videos from the little apartment on the prairie.